In the last update, I totally missed the opportunity to call it the update number 5, like Mambo number 5. And now it's the update number 6 and I can't do that. But yeah, let's start. Hi, hello, thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my update number 6 on the Pendos Eyeshadows project. Almost forgot to say that. You probably know this, but Alexi created this project and I'm going to link her on the description so you can check out her channel. But yeah, my color story from the last update, you can see right here, wasn't exactly my favorite, was a bit all over the place. I feel like I had a lot of neutral shades, but I really wanted to roll out this darker shade. And in the last update, Sophie Alexander commented on my video saying, I'm sure you'll hit pan on that deep purple shade next month. And I was like, okay, now I really want to try it out because I was kind of tired of it and I was going to roll it out in this update whether I hit pan on it or not. But I was like, okay, now I really feel like I want to hit pan on it, and I probably did that, but you'll have to continue watching the video. So the first shade that I'm going to talk about, it's exactly that dark purple shade from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, and that shade is the shade Berry Treasure. It's this one, and you probably can't see it there, but I hit a baby pan on it, and I'm so excited. As soon as I hit pan, I just used it one more time so I could expand the pan a little bit, but I didn't really do a good job. But yeah, I used it 10 times in this update, 9 times to hit pan, and in total I used it 43 times. You can probably guess that I was really tired of using it, especially because it's a dark shade, so I can't do much with it. I can just do a full-on dark look, or I can just dip in out other shades. So yeah, I'm happy that I finally hit pan on it and I can roll in one shade, so yeah. The next shade is from the palette W7 Vivid Glowing Grain, and it's this grain palette. And the shade that I was working on is this last shade of the palette. This shade is just a topper grain shade, and in the last update I decided that I was going to just use it 20 times and roll it out, so I did that. This month I used it 8 times as a total of 20 times, so I'm able to roll it out in this update. But it was just a shade that I enjoyed using it, but I was using it with looks that I probably wouldn't really pair it with. Not that it looked bad or anything, but I would probably use it more with these types of green shades, and I was using it with mainly neutral shades, which it's not bad, like it looked good, but it wasn't exactly what I would do with it. But I really wanted to roll it out because I want to use a shade that I actually want to hit pan on it. I didn't want to hit pan on this one because these shades are the only topper shades in my collection, so they are kind of unique. And this shade I used it 20 times and it's still like new, so if I had to hit pan on this one, it would take years. I'm going to roll it out. I had fun with this, but I'm going to have much more fun with the next one, or with the shade that I roll in next. Probably. I hope so. But yeah, this one is saying bye-bye. Now for the next palette, the Douglas Eyes Eyeshadow Palette 12 Eyeshadows Nude/Gold. I don't really know the title of it. The shade that I was using was this second shade, and I can say that I was able to hit pan on it as well. So in this update I was able to hit 2 pans, and yeah, that's amazing for me. I'm really proud of myself because I've been able to hit 2 pans every update, kinda, and that's a lot. Last year I was able to hit 2 pans in the last update. So this year, being able to hit 2 pans every update, kinda, like, it's a whole lot of progress, so I'm happy. I'm happy with myself. But this shade, as I said in the last update, it wasn't my favorite. It was really powdery, and I kind of felt like it would be a inner corner shade. It wasn't. So I started using it as a base kind of shade. It wasn't that bad for it. Kind of get just the glitter and a bit of like a white base, like, but really transparent. So yeah, it wasn't my favorite shade, so I'm glad I was able to hit pan on it. This took me 10 uses, 10 more uses to hit pan on, and in total it took me 22 uses. So it wasn't that much, but yeah, I'm glad it was quickly for me to hit pan. Yeah. And for the last two shades that are from the same palette, the Jaclyn Hill palette, and the first one, it's the shade, this second shade, the shade Beam, and you can see that I don't have any pen on it. They were rolled in the last update, so yeah. This shade, I'm liking it. It's just a inner corner shade. It's actually really potent. Like, you apply it and you see far away that you have like an inner corner type of highlight. So I really like it, but it's a bit too gold for certain looks. If you wanted more of a neutral inner corner type of shade, this wouldn't be it, because this kind of has a tad bit of gold. It isn't bad. I really like it, but it doesn't really go with every look. Probably. I used it 13 times this update, so yeah, I really want to hit pan on it, so I'm going to continue to use it until I hit pan on it. And for the next shade, it's the shade Mocha. It's this one right here, and you can see that I don't have pen in it as well. This shade, I kind of feel like every time I use it, I see a bit of a difference, which is kind of good. Like, it feels like I will hit pan in it, not quickly, but like gradually I can see the difference, so it kind of feels good. It's not like this shade that I use it and I don't see any difference on it. But this shade, I used it 11 times this update. I was kind of worried in the last update that it would be too similar to my shades in my Panda palette. You can watch it up here, but it isn't. I can actually use this shade in conjunction with those shades. So yeah, this shade is going to continue with the project. I will only roll it out when I hit pan on it, so that's good. Now I have to roll in 3 new shades. I wouldn't mind rolling in another shade from this palette, because like certain people, I watch their videos and they really like using different palettes, like 5, if they are using 5 shades, they want it,
they want them to be it. Oh god. If they if they are using 5 shades, they want to use 5
If they are using 5 shades, they want to use 5 different palettes. That's it, Louisa. As for me, like, I also like to use different palettes, but when it's all in the same palette, it's just so easy, especially with this like bigger palette. I have 2 shades and it's super easy just to use both of them, so I wouldn't mind getting another shade in this palette, but that won't probably happen. So just before I roll in the new shades, I just want to say that my pen percentage is now at 4.5. I'm almost at 5%. I didn't really expect this. I felt like I wouldn't be able to reach that 5% goal. I was like, it should be easy, but I don't know if I will be able to do that. But I'm almost at 5%, so yay! Now the next goal is 10%, but that one I feel like it's probably, I won't probably be able to hit that goal. I think I would have to hit 13 more pens until the end of the year, and I don't really know if that's possible. So yeah, let's roll in 5 new numbers, well no, 3 new numbers, and let's see the shades that I will have to work on. So the first shade is going to be 209, the second shade is going to be 150, and the last shade is going to be 42. Oh, do I know which one that is? Well, would that be the Morphe? I don't think so, but let me see the shades that I have to work on, and I'll bring the palettes. I won't look at the shades, and I will look at the shades when I'm with you, so yeah, in a second. I'm back. I didn't cheat, I didn't look, but the first shade that I rolled in was the last shade from a palette, and I didn't really look at that palette, but I know that that is a dark shade, and I'm quite like, I don't really know if that is going to be similar to one of the shades in my Panda palette, so I'm going to look at it now, and if it is, I will roll it out and roll in another, because I don't want to use two similar shades. So that shade is from the 77 Wear All Raw palette, and it's this dark shade. Yeah, for me, I feel like they are like super similar. So it's the Cypress Umber and this one. They're not like the same, but I think they are similar enough for me to not want to use this one. Yeah, I feel like I want to roll it out. I will roll in a new number, and let's see the new number that I will have to work on. And it's the shade, or it's the number 86. Let's see, I hope this one I can work with it. So yeah, a second, or another second. So I'm back with the 3 new palettes that I will have to work on. I rolled out a brown shade and I rolled in this palette. So yeah, I think it was a good call. So let's see which shades I will actually have to work on. The first palette is the Glam Light Miracle palette, and the first shade that I will have to work on is the 3rd shade, the Superwoman shade, and that shade is going to be... Oh, okay. It's this pink shade. I will be able to pair it with some of the shades in my Panda palette, so that's good. It's another pink shade. If you know, I've worked with some pink shades in the beginning of the project or in the beginning of the year, so it's not exactly what I want, pink shades, but I don't mind it. So I'm happy about this shade. Let's see the next one. The next palette, or the next shade, is from the palette from BH Cosmetics Carly Bible, and it's the 5th shade. So let's see. I think I know which shade it is. I think it's the shimmer shade. Let's see. Oh, no. I thought it was this one, but it is actually this one. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. I hope it goes well with the other pink shade, but we'll have to see. And the last palette, the last shade, is from the Zulu by Juvia's Place, and it's the shade number 4. I think it is that matte green bluish shade. I don't really remember. I feel like the green and the blue, like the shimmer green and blue, are like these two. So I feel like this one is the matte one. Okay, I'm curious. If it is, like, it's a pretty shade, but I think that will take a long time for me to hit pan, but let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. Oh yeah, it is. It's a green shade, but it kind of feels like it has a bit of blue, so I never know how to describe this shade, but it will be a challenge for me. I was waiting for colorful shades because that's what I say in all of my updates, but now that I have one, I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Like, and especially like in this palette, that I hear people talking about this palette and hitting pan on this palette, that it's super difficult, so I'm kind of scared about it, but we'll see how long this will actually take for me to hit pan. But yeah, I really want to hit pan on this one. I really want to try that out. These are all the palettes that I have to work on. I didn't get another shade from this palette, but it's fine, I have 3 palettes that I'm super excited about. Let me get the Glam Light one here. So these are all the 4 palettes that I'm working on, or that I will work on, and I'm like super excited about it. The color story, it's interesting. I have 2 neutral shades, 2 pinky kind of shades, and 1 blue shade, or green. I still don't know about it. I'm really excited with all the shades that I will have to work on. I feel like it's a better month for me. I feel like the shades that I rolled in this update were the shades that were kind of throwing me off. So as soon as I was able to roll them out, I really got excited about this project again, and now I'm super happy about it, and I feel like it's a good color story for the summer. So yeah, I'm happy about it. I hope you are as well, and if you have any ideas about color combinations, please tell me, because I will probably start using just the same look always. If I can come up with a look using all of them or most of them, I will probably just stick to that, and it's not a good thing. So yeah, but I hope you liked the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!